Parents, a bill is now on Governor Katie Hobbs' desk to help protect your school kids from being groomed for sexual assault. The bill expands the number of people who would be required to report child abuse or even on the suspicion of child abuse to law enforcement. It already passed last month with bipartisan support, with Arizona lawmakers just worried that too many kids are being victimized by people at school employees. Between January 2012 and December of 23, the State Board of Education found more than 1,500 adjudicated cases of misconduct. So take a look at this chart we made from that data. Of those cases, the most common disciplinary category was sexual offenses at 37%. That's more than 570 cases. That's followed by assault, which accounted for 22%, or some 340 of the cases. Really eye-opening, and that's why this morning we have child safety advocate Katie McPherson joining us to talk about this bill, also to just get the word out there that this is happening in our schools, and parents, we need to be aware, and our kids need to be aware. Katie.
Yeah, statistically, the Department of Education names 1 in 10 students will be sexually abused in our schools. 59% of those people are our staff, our coaches, our teachers, our administrators, and unfortunately we've seen recent cases in the East Valley as well as in Scottsdale Unified School District where this has occurred.
And we will from time to time see these cases go to court. We'll see arrests happen, but that's where the problem is. You say some of these cases never even make it out of being reported at school. And that's the worry.
Yeah, so the current law, most people are following it, but some people are not. And so when we report to a school police officer, those people are wonderful, we love them, but they're not forensic investigators. And so we want this type of abuse to go to somebody who is forensically trained. And so this will close the gap. It will add governing board members, charter school governing board members, substitute teachers, as well as if a child comes forward and says, you know, someone's grabbing me, someone's groping me, someone's asking me to have sex, like anything like that, should right now, the statute says, goes to a police officer. But it also needs to go to a supervisor, to go to a detective, to have more of a deeper investigation done. And that should not be done by school personnel.
Okay, so what are the problems that you're seeing happen right now? Because the law is in place, it's going to be expanding, hopefully, with the governor signing it, which she has until Tuesday to do this. Yeah. But what do parents need to know? You mentioned grooming. People may not be familiar with that word. It's not that a sexual attempt happened. It's little things that can be happening to lead to that.
It's very cryptic, very insidious. It's gaining trust. It's isolating your victim. Somebody who teaches theater may ask somebody to stay after. You know, let's practice this part together. Gaining trust, starting to isolate the victim.
And these are some of the warning signs that you're looking at right now. It's never okay for any of these things to be happening, especially with a teacher, a faculty member, someone that the kids, you know, are told these are supposed to be the people we trust and we go to while we're at school and not at home.
Right, and abusers know that over 14, 15 years old, they have more access to teenagers who are sort of taking flight from their parents. And so you also do less time for a crime for a student over 14 or 15. So when you look at who in the state of Arizona is doing this and what age the student is typically a 15-year-old and above, and that teacher is typically on their 3rd school.
Wow, and you know, without getting into detail, Katie has seen these cases where some of these students, you know, go and report, and some of these teachers sort of, you know, just get moved on. They leave, they turn in their certificate maybe for a little bit, but then end up in another school.
Correct. And in the industry, unfortunately, we call that passing the trash.
Wow. All right, well, we will be following this closely. Again, this bill will go to governor. It's in the governor's hands right now. And the biggest thing we want is just parents, talk to your kids. Open up that conversation.
Don't be afraid.
All right. Thank you so much, Katie, for all your work in protecting our kids across Arizona.